Hey! What psychological problems did Mr. Yao have back then?
Are you using Mr. Yao's name to dig up gossip about him, or are you sincere about consulting me?
It's a bad habit I just can't seem to change.
You see, that's the problem. You always regard others from your own perspective. So it's not even regarding someone anymore. It's actually prying. Now, why wouldn't the person in front of you feel under pressure psychologically? Xiao'ou, the moment a patient sits down in front of you, you should try your best to make yourself soft for them. Then you can gradually enter that person's innermost being.
Oh, you put it so well. I'll take notes. Please continue.
You don't have to. Did you grow up just focused on studying?
Yeah. From elementary school to studying in the US, I've always been the top student, and I've won all kinds of awards. But Mr. Yao scolds me all the time, saying studying dulled my mind.
Mr. Yao doesn't scold people for no rhyme or reason. He likes to be charged up, though. But if you think he started scolding you, it means he's starting to accept you from the heart.
Really? So you mean he's actually already accepted me? Hey, Miss Lu? Oh, forget it. I'm being intrusive again.
What you want to ask me was, why didn't I remain with Mr. Yao in the end? Before I came, I already guessed. Yao Yuan didn't ask you to approach me.
Miss Lu, I'm sorry. I did lie to you about it. I was afraid you wouldn't agree if I asked.
Yuan Fang has always been his first priority. If you want to win his heart, then you'll have to keep up with him.
By the way, did you show your doctor your ECG? Did he say you're okay?
Hi. Yes. What's the matter? Fine. I'll be right there, okay? Good.
What's the matter now?
Some cargo didn't arrive at the warehouse. These guys have poor operational capability, and they're unfocused. I have to do everything. Look, dear, over there. Why don't you stop and let me off there first?
What? Which warehouse? I'll drop you off there.
No, don't. Go pick up our kid first. Don't worry about me. Just let me off there.
Oh. Take care of yourself.
I will. Go on.
Oh, honey!
What is it now?
Eat light, okay? Don't eat greasy food. Take care of your heart.
Of course, don't worry, okay? Go pick up our kid.
I'm off then.
Drive safely, okay?
Okay.
Be careful.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, Xiao'ou, come here. Come here. I need to ask you something.
You need to consult with me?
Come here.
Oh, goodness, Mr. Togan! You're the first patient to take the initiative to approach me!
Hey, what
Come
are
here,
you doing?
sit down.
Shh,
Stay put.
lower your voice. Keep quiet. Yes. Well, I'd like to ask you something. So a woman, if she would often, that is, if you give her presents, and give her things and stuff, but she completely disinterested. Do you know what that means?
You've come to the right person. I happen to be an expert on effective psychoanalysis. It's your wife, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. It's my wife. Hurry up and analyze for me.
Calm down, let me think for a moment. In general, there are two reasons for this to happen. First of all, she's moved. But she acts completely indifferent. And another reason is that she's actually not at all interested in these material gifts. She's more inclined towards an exchange at the spiritual level. Which one is it?
I think she would be the latter of the two.
Oh, Mr. Duggan, you're such a fortunate man. Your wife is on a different level.
She's been with me for years after all, so that could mean she's somewhat been influenced by me.
You're quite narcissistic, aren't you?
Young lady, Mr. Yao did ask me whether Chao has improved after returning. I've yet to give him an answer.
You're handsome and superb. Aesthetically.
So if a person as handsome as I am wants to win her over at a spiritual level, what should I do? Give me an analysis.
That's easy. Take her to various art galleries, a tour of major art exhibitions. You should take her to see those up-and-coming artists, the ones with large paintings. Next, you should visit wine cellars. You know, they'd especially love red wine to swirl a bit. And sniff a little. Take your wife to taste all types of wine. That's an especially pleasant feeling. Let's see, what else is there?
Write all this down.
Yes, sir.
Increase the holiday bonus share for all express delivery staff and double the commission. Get Doggen, Miss Liu, Mr. Xu, and Lu Xiao'ou to hold a discussion.
Okay.
Next, increase the bonus and commission share of all express delivery staff. Have them make a proposal, as big rewards will motivate them.
Okay.
My tea.
Hey, boss. I've added wolfberry and dried longan. You've been talking a lot lately, and it's taken a toll on you. It'll help you recover.
Don't add these next time. Green tea will do.
Hey, boss. Is it all right if I say something?
What is it?
Well, the things you said just now were quite excellent points, sir. However, you don't currently hold any posts at Yu Yuan Fang, right? You come up with a whole bunch of proposals and tell the others to hold discussions. Is that appropriate, sir? That's incompatible with your status. You allowed me to speak.
Working at the departments has been beneficial. You've learned something at the grassroots level.
Hey, boss. You can't threaten people like that.
There's a difference between praise and criticism. I'm praising you.
Is that what it is? Well, you scold me all the time, sir. I couldn't tell the difference.
Whatever issues you have, let it out.
You know what? I think what's most important and what's most precious between people is their teamwork and their self-awareness. Self-awareness means knowing the kind of person you are and knowing what you need as well as what you truly want. Working together means the other party lives up exactly to your expectations and can understand your intentions. I think what's most regrettable is mismatch. Just when you decide you want her to become your wife, she suddenly decides to prioritize her life instead. When you finally become the person she longs for, she becomes your rival instead. You said I could speak.
Send what you've written to Miss Liu and let her decide.
So, what I said was a waste of time.
You're absolutely right, but it depends on who's concerned, and between Miss Liu and I, there's no issue of exceeding authority. Hold this. And one more thing. What you said just now was a general phenomenon, but tacit understanding between people can surpass these. When you find the right person, you will find that, without saying a word, there's tacit understanding between you two. It's wonderful.
This one needs to be dry cleaned. And this one needs to as well.
bargain. You mean you put that deposit under your wife's name? Why would you do that?
She'd make wild guesses otherwise. I come home a little late and she'd call me dozens of times.
Now that's just great, huh? All the money you earn belongs to your wife then.
It's fine. Having her manage the money takes a load off my mind.
Before you got married, why didn't you have your property notarized or something? Say if the two of you decide to have a divorce someday. Have you ever thought about how much
Hey
money she
brother,
can get off
come on,
you?
I just got married and you're looking forward to my divorce? She's just afraid I'd get a mistress. She said that once a man has money, he'd change for the worse.
Look, have I changed for the worse, huh? I mean, how long have I been married for? Have I changed for the worse? I mean, different people behave differently. You can't lump them all together, you know? What did the university lecturer at Yanfang say? What's most important for a person is self-cultivation, cultivating your understanding. Get it?
Got it. I'm not like you. I'm not cultivated enough.
Learn, why don't you?
Mrs. Yao, I truly understand how you feel right now. But I honestly think, of all the people here, Brother Dagon is truly the most honest person. You've really wronged him, you know.
Child, did Yao Dagon put you up to this or something?
No, not at all. I brought you here so we can get facials. And also so you can relax. There's no other reason.
I think now I really get it. I get how women must be willing to invest in their faces.
You've really wronged Brother Dagon, Mrs. Yao.
I haven't wronged him at all. He sees Gao Cheng traveling the world and speaking English well. Now he's just jealous. So he hired a foreign language teacher to tutor him one-on-one.
Isn't that a good thing, though? It goes to show that he wants to improve.
Yes, but that teacher is a woman.
Look, Mrs. Yao, if you don't mind me saying, I think you're way too suspicious of him. Did you know? He once asked me very sincerely if there was anything he could do to make you happy.
Seriously?
Seriously! Has he gotten you gifts, but you've been completely disinterested?
Yes. What about it?
Anyway, I told him that there are only two possibilities. First is that you were moved by it, but showing you were disinterested. The other is that you don't really care for presents, and what you're really concerned about are his feelings for you. Are you the latter? What's wrong, Mrs. Yao? Are you touched by it? See it now? I'm telling you, I've always been really good at reading people's minds. I've been able to understand people since childhood.
He's never given me any presents, though.
What does that mean? Oh, darn it! Mrs. Yao!
So is what your wife said actually true? I swear, Dagon, if you so much as abandon your wife and child, I will kick you out of New Yuan Feng. I won't give you a single cent, do you hear me?
Brother, I can't do that. I wouldn't even dare.
All right, listen up. Don't think that just because you've made money, you're number one in the world, you can buy anything, rules are formulated by others, feelings are no big deal, and that your wife and kids are no big deal. Can you buy feelings? I'll tell you how you'll end up. You're going to end up without anyone sincere around you, okay? And all you have left is money. And another thing, you better remember this. You must treasure the woman by your side. Treasure the woman who struggled out of hardship with you. Because without her, you may be worth billions, but in the eyes of others, you're nothing but trash. You should remember that.
I will.
Hello. When was that?
Miss Liu. Mr. Shu.
Let's go.
Hello, Mr. Doggin. Hello, Mr. Arkin. Miss Lu. One, two, three. Let's go inside.
Two were injured, both homeowners. What we know of the situation is, the employee who's the assailant turned himself in an hour ago with a full confession.
Why did he assault people in the estate?
He claimed to have diarrhea and wanted to use the basement toilet. He was denied, so he just did it on the grounds. He was caught by homeowners out on a stroll and they started a fight.
What a disgrace.
We were the disgrace. Such a disgrace. Liu Yun Tian's entire management team stands before you. Yesterday, an incident that should not have happened occurred. It pains us to see the tragedy that has resulted from this incident. We'd like to express our deepest apologies.
Do you know why the employee assaulted the two of them? The post-90s generation is different from us back then. 8 people live in one dorm. He wanted to take a hot shower when he returned, but there was no hot water. He went to complain and was belittled and scolded by the supervisor. He bottled up his feelings.
How did you know?
I went to the operating division where he worked to find out all the details.
Who is accountable for this? Make them come forward!
Everyone should be held accountable.
Have them all come here. Fire that operations and regional manager.
And the one who halted the dorm's construction? Should he come forward?
Why do incidents happen so frequently there? I'm never using their services again.
They're terrible. Isn't Yao Yuan a spiritual mentor?
Have you seen his video?
Hello?
There's a trending comment on the internet about a spiritual mentor. I thought about it and decided to send you those videos. 1 minute.
What I can do now is to focus on treating my staff well and have them work here in my company with dignity, respect, and security. Oh, hi. What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I think I should be asking you that. Have a seat. Sit.
I've come to explain the situation, to give a report.
Sit down. I heard you've been worn out lately.
One incident after another.
That must be terrible.
It is.
Do you know what humanity's greatest tragedy is? Having too many desires without the ability to fulfill them and failing to keep pace. You should give him a good lecture. He shouldn't think just because he's rich he can buy everything.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but don't be too harsh, okay? Approach him with care and concern. He's been through a lot.
So do you want me to criticize or to protect, huh?
Let's go.
Take care, sir.
Mr. Lu, can you not rush off? There's still a lot I want to talk to you about.
No, I'm done here. Besides, I don't really need a spiritual mentor.
Don't taunt me, sir. I'll speak less next time.
By the way, we're holding a local specialty product marketing fair for poverty alleviation these 2 days. You have to attend. Let's go.
I've heard about Lu Xiao'ou's behavior during board meetings. Dismissing the project team was her decision. So was withdrawing the decision. Between dismissal and withdrawal, the team members are now her people.
You don't have to worry about that. Since she arrived, all projects have rapidly progressed. She's very good at leading people. It's an exceptional talent.
I never thought that you're such a nostalgic man.
I have an objective evaluation.
What my father wants is not objectivity. And you know very well what he wants. If the project continues to be delayed, what ought to be done has to be done.
Come in.
Oh, Toei's here too.
We were just talking about how capable you are. Did you hear us praising you so you came immediately?
Is it convenient to talk about business then?
Of course.
Well then, I advise that we should learn from Yu Yanfang and have the staff from all our branches undergo special training.
Yes. Since Zhou's team has been reinstated, does this mean we can continue Smith's project?
It must be stopped for due diligence. Like we've said last time, this has nothing to do with whether Zhou's project team stays or goes.
The board is very unhappy with our work. Sister Xiao'ou, I heard from my father you were hired to promote big data at Yuntiancom. But apparently nothing has happened since you've arrived. If we were to pass up Smith's project, I'm concerned you might not finish the task.
Thanks, Toei, but you don't have to worry for me. Tell your father that I'm new here. And I still need to do a lot of research in many areas. If there are good projects, I'll definitely follow up.
That's great, Sister Xiao'ou. Submit that project ASAP, and you'll shut him up for sure.
Don't worry. Threatening me?
As long as you vote for the Smith acquisition, no one will grab the results from you.
I'm sorry, but I'm not used to trading interests.
Xiao'ou, replacing you will happen sooner or later.
I know that. But Liu Ta, I feel sorry for you.
If you bet your entire life and fortune on this gamble, you wouldn't be saying that.
Gamble on what?
On Yun Tian's market value doubling. The fund represented by Lu Zong only invests financially. As long as its target value is achieved, he'll exit Liu's.
What do you mean by represented? There are still people behind Lu Xiao'ou?
All you have to know is that I've leveraged up. If the capital operation fails, then I will lose everything. The century-old Liu's will also disappear completely.
Liu Ta, this is insane. Why do you have to gamble?
Because success is at my fingertips, get it? As long as you follow the capital operation we have designed and completed, then all of my assets will double.
I have a suggestion. Go see Liu Yun Tian. I'll accompany you. At this point, you have to trust your own cousin. Can't you break through yourself just once?
And if I break through myself?
Breakthrough! Reconstruct! You shouldn't mind doing it just this once.
I couldn't attend your wedding. I've brought you a gift. Thanks. I accept your well wishes. Xiao'ou asked me to come. Ah, I know that. Have some. I've heard from Xiao'ou you're making a gamble. Yes. Be very careful. You're going to lose. Why's that? You shouldn't be too greedy. To gain, you have to be willing to sacrifice. There are many things in this world that you can't have. And there's a saying, how does it go again? The mantis stalks the cicada, unaware of the siskin behind it. You know what that means, right? I hope you can help me. Let's make a new Liu's group. Vincent, if I lose this time around, the L in Liu will be known as Luo. It's not important what capital L refers to. Success or failure isn't important to me either. That's all in the past. I believe you can do a good job on your own. Come, have tea. If you have time, you should come here more often. We'll get together, have some tea. Oh, you're back. Huh?
So, I have some good news for you. You're going to be a father.
Are you serious? My hunch was correct. That's great. I'm going to be a father.
Xiaobiu,
Yes.
you're in charge of the staff's reorganization training.
Okay.
Dagan, Ergen, Schütze, you three lead a team to inspect all our locations. Nothing like this should recur in the future.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Xiao,
Ma'am?
you're in charge of PR and media. And Lu and I will pacify our customers and make compensation.
Okay.
Xu Qing will be in charge of central dispatch as leader of this task force.
Okay.
Are there any questions?
No question.
no.
I have one. Shouldn't we consider crisis PR first and address the adverse impact on the company?
Public relations. We should correct our mistakes immediately.
But the placement of our new shares is of utmost importance and we have to preserve them.
Suspend the new placement.
But why?
Mr. Yao, how should we account to the investors? New Yuan Fang's market value could double if you insist on doing
It
this.
doesn't matter if it does. It'll only end up falling abysmally.
Everyone present is a shareholder. I'm afraid the loss would be tremendous.
I believe I can speak on their behalf.
Dismissed.
Mr. Yao, we're really disappointed in you.
Mr. Yao, the announcement has been issued.
Don't worry. It'll all blow over.
No one can withstand capital's temptation. Those are the words Liu Yun Tian said to me the day he acquired Yuan Fang. Lately, I've been pondering why I wanted to set up on the road. I could see the power of post-big data consolidation rather than capital. But after I got into it, I became blinded by capital. How's the morale of our staff? Has it been affected?
You finally asked this question.
Hi, Miss Liu.
Hi. Where's Wang Ben-chang?
Cooperating with customers.
Oh. He's the head here.
You even know the operations head.
The 200 students back then have all become pillars. Can you believe I can recite all their names? Over the last 2 years, you've devoted all your effort on capital. Nothing new has been implemented at New Yuan Fang. It's been resting and competing on price wars. And many have left. Let's go take a look at the door.
Okay.
Now, Liu,
Hi, Miss Liu. Hi.
how's your leg injury? How do you
it's
feel?
much better, thanks.
Oh, that's good.
Miss Liu.
Joanne.
Hello.
Has your wife given birth?
To a chubby baby boy.
You should get a red envelope from me at the office tomorrow.
Thank you, Miss Liu.
Bring us some candy, okay?
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Yao.
Come on, let's go.
Hi, Miss Liu.
Hi, Miss Liu.
Hi, Miss Liu.
Hi.
How are you?
Mr. Yao's here to visit.
Hello,
Hey.
Mr. Yao.
Put your shoes on. You'll catch a cold. Is this where you normally place these daily supplies right
Yes,
over
sir.
here? Someone even planted flowers. Brothers, I'm here to see how all of you are doing. You all know that many things have happened recently. I think you're all feeling a bit troubled, and I'm at fault. Over the last 2 years, I thought money could solve all problems. I thought just giving you bonuses would be sufficient, but it isn't. I've neglected questions that are important to you, such as whether you're happy at work or whether you're living in comfort. That led to a series of problems. That's my fault, and I feel I'm not worthy. I don't deserve you all.
It's okay, Mr. Yao.
Here today, I'd like to make a solemn commitment to you. The staff dormitory of New Yuan Feng will not be poorly constructed. Also, the newly built staff dormitory will be equipped with separate showers and toilets. When it's completed, the same will be rolled out in all the major regions. We should let all the New Yuan Feng staff dine comfortably, live comfortably, and work with happiness in their hearts. If I can't achieve these by the end of the year, you can kick me out of New Yuan Feng.
Mr. Yao! Thank you, sir! Thank you, sir!
So many people.
We found out you and Miss Liu were here, so we came to meet you.
Mr. Yao, I've been working for you since the time of SARS. I'm finally able to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Mr. Yao, I joined Yuanfang all the way from Guangzhou.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
And I'm a new employee from Chengdu, sir.
New employee?
That's right.
How long have you been here?
Just 2 years.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. What about you? Where are you from?
I'm from Shanxi, Mr. Yao.
Shanxi. And you?
I'm from Jiangsu.
Jiangsu. How long you been here?
3 years.
And you?
I'm from Anhui.
That on the road he founded has been quite successful. If he structured it correctly, it would be a major force. Capital nearly ruined him.
Don't be biased against capital. Capital is neither good nor bad. It depends on who controls it and what motivates them.
Hey, forget about that lawsuit.
What?
That big data. Weren't the two of you blocking each other out? Forget it.
That day you scolded the two of us here, we settled it after negotiations.
That's more like it. Don't add to his troubles again.
What are you saying? What's your family name? Who is he to you and who am I to you? You're always taking his side.
Huh? I have a question for you. It's office hours. What are you doing back home?
My Professor Lu. I only found out today how cruel capital can be.
What happened, dear?
Let me give you an example. You're swimming as best as you can in the river. When you reach the opposite bank, you can change your destiny, and an enormous fortune awaits you on the shore. But midway through, you suddenly find there are crocodiles. Should you swim back or continue forward?
That depends on how enormous the fortune is.
See, you think so too, don't you? Because when the fortune is large enough, no one can resist its temptation.
So you're telling me parables now, aren't you?
Go on.
It's Yao Yuan.
On speaker.
What is it?
I've made a decision. I wanted to report it to you. I want to terminate the share placement. None of the 4 on-the-road projects will be listed. No one is to urge me, no one is to restrict me. I'll nurture it slowly.
But weren't you working so hard for so long to integrate into capital?
Professor, you underestimate me. I've worked so hard and for so long so that New Yuan Feng could go even further.
The patrons.
Well then, how are you going to account for the patrons?
Oh, even you know about the patrons, sir? I'll reject their money then. I'll pay compensation and they can't do anything to me.
You make it sound so easy. And the losses you'll suffer? Compute that amount and then tell me. My heart can take it, you know. You rascal. See that? That man. You have to admit, I'm right about this guy.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Foodie Live is online again. Here, let me show you the dishes I have today. They all look so delicious. I'm about to start drooling over here. Don't forget to like this video first, okay? Here, let me introduce you to the dishes I have with me. First of all,
Come in.
check out
Hey,
this dessert I
you're
purchased
just in
downtown.
time. Come quick. How do I give her a gift?
Oh, let me see that.
Here.
You better not let her see it. Don't let her know I gave her a gift.
Oh,
But she already
it's good.
knows.
Huh?
It's really soft.
Oh,
I don't
but
regret
can't
buying
you not
it at
let her
all.
know about it?
Oh, it smells so good. I love it. Ah, Mom!
Well, you
was
gave me your
unexpected.
phone to
I'll
give her
savor
a
some of
reward.
this dessert.
Of course she would find
So
out.
what do you guys think?
Then I'll give her another.
It smells wonderful. I bet it tastes good. Now let me try it for you. Hey, Chong.
Hi.
Have you gained some weight? Is this from eating Western food every day?
No, not at all. The camera lens make people look much bigger than they are. Sister May, I invited you to a video call because I wanted to ask you something. I heard you're going to be a mother, is that right?
Your news is pretty up to date, even though you're overseas. Right now, I'm more than 2 months pregnant.
That's great. That's awesome. I'll prepare a gift for the child, a big gift.
What's the hurry? The child won't be born anytime soon. My doctor says my due date is November 15th.
Oh, and by the way, Sister May, the last time I called you was because I was drunk. I'm sorry,
I understand. You don't have to explain. Hey, Chong, remember, you're my baby's maternal uncle.
And both mother and baby are doing well.
I think things better than telling mother life.
That's awesome! You can speak 3 foreign languages now.
Awesome, right? It's a necessity. Okay, listen, I won't keep you any longer then, Sister May. You better rest more. Let me know when your baby's born. I'll come home to visit.
You take care as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You... Why are you here? Instead of studying hard, why are you here all the time?
So you actually have a soft side. If I hadn't come, I wouldn't have seen this deep side of you.
All right, fine. Go do what you have to do. Why are you bothering me again?
You looked so ugly when you were crying.
Stop bothering me. I have a lot to do.
I'll massage your shoulders.
Please don't leave me alone.
I can video chat with you too.
You're so annoying.
Here's another carton. This is hawthorn, right?
It is.
This is dried bamboo shoot. Coming.
Is Yao Yuan here?
Come in.
Hello, sir.
Hey, quickly, come take a look. Look at
Brother
this.
Yao.
These are local agricultural byproducts from my hometown.
What's up with you? Do you want to become a salesman?
Listen up. I started out as a postman. What haven't I worked as? In our hometown, once the season arrives, the mountains and plains are all covered with vegetables. The farmers will harvest these from the mountains according to season and sell them. They're all fresh and very affordable.
How much is this mushroom?
20 yuan per 500 grams at most.
That's very cheap. I've eaten this overseas and each dish costs more than $10.
Ah, see, now you see? That's why. Now we have to help the farmers promote all of these good crops.
They have to be repackaged and branded.
I support this then. Let's do it.
All right, that's great. Yao Yuan, don't mind me saying this. Back then you said you wanted to operate a rural delivery service. You stopped it later and complained about how broke you were, so you beat your chest claiming when you get rich, you want to realize your dreams. Now that you're rich, why haven't you done it?
Rural market operations cost too much. It's difficult to turn a profit.
See, the conversation would always drift back to money.
No. I'll do it, out of kindness.
It's okay, don't bother. If it's unprofitable, what will you live on? What I mean is, you have to come up with ideas to help the farmers in the mountains earn the money of all the world. That'll be the real kindness.
I have to go work at the office.
Don't work too late, okay?
Working overtime?
Do you love having people look up to you? I actually have a question for you. A few years ago, you and Yun Tian ran a delivery service to open up the rural market. Why did it fail eventually?
Why?
I'm just asking.
Back then, rural online shopping hadn't been developed yet. Distribution was hard, and transportation costed too much.